Coming up on the show, Easter treats, the circus, Boma, and everything else that's amazing. In the spirit of Easter, we have some treats in store for you as we took a detour to the kitchen and got our hands full with some pastry. Yum. After all those sweet treats, we then took it to the circus, nurturing our inner child while having a blast experiencing some acrobatics. Burma nighttime entertainment completes the day with good food and great company, coupled with dancing and singing, a perfect way to celebrate diversity. Then, a little later on the show, we take you to church with a sit-down and incredible performances by Dumi Mkokstad.
You just heard a Trendz Life family that we are about to have a jam-packed show together. Hello and good morning. It feels so strange to actually be greeting you in the morning, but I hope you've heard it that we've got a brand new time slot change, which is Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. right here on SABC News Channel 404, and we're going to be doing it every single Saturday, and for the next hour, I will be hosting you. My name is Kansani Koza, but because we're family, please call me Candy. Like I said earlier on, we do have an exciting show that's coming your way with so many different things happening throughout the next hour, and of course the themes around Easter. But for now though, I think it's time for us to just get into our news wrap and find out what is happening all over the world.
An exhibition celebrating jewelry made by prestigious luxury goods company Cartier, including watches and tiaras, will soon open at London's V&A Museum. Established by Louis-François Cartier in Paris in 1847, the family-run business went on to become a household name, popular with royalty and stars alike.
It never goes out of fashion. It's reusable in a modern context, and we see it being worn by English aristocracy 100 years ago and Hollywood royalty practically today.
The connection between Cartier and the British royal family dates back to 1902, when Edward VII issued their first royal warrant, a certificate for providing goods and services to the royal family. Making up some of the 350 jewels and objects on display is a flower brooch with a rare pink Williamson diamond that the late Queen Elizabeth II commissioned in 1953 and later wore at King Charles's wedding to Diana. A rose clip brooch commissioned in 1938 and worn by Princess Margaret at her sister's coronation is also on display. Iconic masterpieces including Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa and Edward Munch's The Scream have been transformed into immersive audio experiences for those with visual impairments. The project, dubbed Sound of a Masterpiece, is the brainchild of visually impaired composer Bobby Galder in partnership with award-winning composers from the new Radiophonic Workshop. The technology at the heart of the Sound of a Masterpiece project is Dolby Atmos sound. This cutting-edge audio technology allows for sounds to be precisely placed and moved in three-dimensional spaces, including overhead. It creates an immersive, enveloping soundscape that brings a new level of depth and realism to audio experiences. Galder, who lives with Stargardt's macular dystrophy, has defied his disability to become a professional pianist, composer, and musical director. His collaboration with the new Radiophonic Workshop's composers seek to bridge the gap between art and the visually impaired, and also to make art more engaging for the general public. An original model of E.T. the Extraterrestrial is the showstopper at Sotheby's There Are Such Things 20th Century Horror, Science Fiction and Fantasy on-screen auction. The model of the gentle alien from Steven Spielberg's 1982 hit is estimated to reach nearly $1 million. The model was designed and built by special effects artist Carlo Rambaldi, the visionary monster maker behind E.T., Dune, Alien, King Kong and other films. It is one of only 3 ETs used during the making of the 1982 classic. Standing at just over 3 feet tall, the model starred in the film's iconic closet scene in which E.T. disguises himself among stuffed animals. Additional items from Rambaldi's collection are also up for sale, including never-before-seen sketches for E.T. and an animatronic study of one of E.T.'s eyes. Finally, Tom Cruise will return to the Cannes Film Festival's red carpet next month to present Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning Part 2. The latest offering from the blockbuster franchise will be screened out of competition on May 14th. Cruise has again worked with longtime collaborator, director and screenwriter Christopher McQuarrie on the film. Cruise has been playing the character of field agent Ethan Hunt since 1996. Cruise has appeared twice at the Cannes Film Festival for Ron Howard's Far and Away in 1992 and 2 decades later for Top Gun Maverick in 2022. That's all we have time for in today's news wrap.
As you can see, we are still serving you the best in art, culture, lifestyle, travel, and of course, entertainment. The Easter period always comes with thinking about delicious cuisine to display on your Easter table. So if you're into gastronomic sweet treats, this one's for you. Dessert Kitchen Cakery is an online store which bakes and delivers cake orders to the delight of customers countrywide. Oh, my mouth is already watering. This Easter, they introduce us to various recipes, and Trendz live producer Dumi Mkokstad joined in the decorating fun of the baking circus, and we now get to tag along.
A heavenly playground for pastry lovers. Known for signature recipes that leave your taste buds salivating, just the sight of the goodies is incredibly mouth-watering. Founder and pastry chef Marco says he was introduced to this industry from a tender age.
My grandmother was a chef. My parents are involved in food retailing. My older brother is also a chef. So again, it's a natural progression. We cook at home as a family, so it's always something that you are around. The more you do pastry, the more you see how different it is to the hot and cold side. So it's more creative. It gives you more room to play. You're not just bound by grilling or frying or baking. So I've got more aspects to play with. Dessert Kitchen has to offer everything, literally. So we are a full house service. We do hot and cold items, also savory items, but we specialize in sweet.
Guys, I'm excited about this Easter period, and we're here to make some special Easter treats, specially designed by myself, yours truly, and of course, Chef Marco. Thank you so much for joining us, Chef.
It's a pleasure, Pete.
All right, let's get going. What are we making first, and what ingredients does it entail?
So what we're going to make is a carrot roulade. So carrot roulade is French for to roll. So we're going now with the cream cheese icing now, a nice generous amount.
Okay.
Because the filling is the best part. So you want to spread it out nice and thin. So we've got a palette knife here. So you want to go nice to the corners. The sponge is nice and thin, because if it's too thick, it's also not going to roll.
If not the cream cheese, what other ingredient would you be using for this?
Oh, the options are endless. You could make a mousse, you could make a white mousse, you could make a lemon-scented mousse, a orange, citrus goes very well with carrots and nuts, even caramel.
Then the meticulously rolled sponge must be placed in the fridges to set so that the icing and sponge don't disintegrate during cutting. Applying some more cheese icing on the spine, and of course playfully positioning carrots and colorful edible designs into the showstopper was an adventure.
The love of the pastry started when I was young. Actually, my dad was a pastry chef. So when I was young, used to bake, cakes, for us, stuff like that. So it started there. I started to learn as I was growing. I loved pastry because in pastry there is most colorful things, where you can play with chocolate. I like the chocolate stuff. I told myself I want to be a chocolatier. So I like to play with chocolate.
After making the French macaroons, we gave donuts an Easter twist with bursts of color. Donuts are a global treat. What have we got to decorate with?
I have royal icing for you here. Different colors, purple, white, and green. There's some dried meringues here. Cake crumbs, cream crumbs. And then there's Easter bunnies, Easter pearls, and marshmallows.
Some of our best sellers for the Easter season are cupcakes, carrot roulade, macaroons, brownies, donuts, among many other items.
This is how we work with the fondant.
After creating mini carrots, nests and bunny feet, then placing them onto the cupcakes, it was important to remember that these yummies can be made inclusively for those with special dietary requirements.
We do cater for all dietaries wherever possible. Fruits are amazing because fruits can give you so many different flavor profiles. From a raspberry that can give you a slightly sour or acidic tone, to a mango that can give you something a bit sweeter, or blueberry. So what you can incorporate it into your baking, into even into your sponges that you bake, or into your fillings, your icings, your mousses, by either leaving it whole or blending it into a puree. You can get healthier versions, which would be like your low sugar options. But then again, and don't get me wrong, low sugar doesn't mean bad. Low sugar can still be tasty, delicious, amazing if done correctly. Baking or cooking, you know, it's intimidating for some people because they look at it and then they also have the fear that they're going to make something that's not tasty. Once people cook from the heart or cook with passion and love, you know, it will show.
Ready for Easter delicacies? These are just a few ideas from an online store of how baking together makes a fantastic occasion for families to bond and enjoy precious family moments. Happy feasting!
Isn't it crazy how Didi went to go make candy without candy? But anyway, I'm just joking. But the show just started, but things are certainly heating up and we still have more fire coming your way. It's just that for now, we have to take a quick break, and when we return, Dumiseni Waganzimande, whom we affectionately know as Dumi Mkokstad, is taking to the Trendz live stage. Dekonstruksie. Still tuned into SABC News Channel 404. Please, don't forget to engage with us on X. We are at Trendz on SABC and want to know how you're feeling this morning as we get into our next adventure. The magic of the big top is back, by popular demand, that is. Worlds away, a journey to Circus Land returns to the Mardi Gras venue at Carnival City for two show-stopping weekends. This breathtaking family-friendly activity takes you through enchanted lands and daring escapes, all under the spellbinding lights of the circus. New kid on the block, our producer Bulelani Lukokwana ran away with the circus for a day and is us now, letting us in on the fun that he had.
Carnival City comes alive with the spectacle and magic of the Worlds Away Circus, a family entertainment event.
The Worlds Away show is a really lovely story about a star who falls from heaven and he goes on this journey to find his light. And in the end, he obviously prospers and he finds his light. And not only does he find his light, he finds a family. So it's more about having courage, being brave, having the can-do attitude, you know, to pursue what you want to do in life.
I play the part of the star. The star is the person that actually is transported throughout this journey, throughout the world, the magical world of the Wonderland. And yeah, I play an important part to bring people together and finding my journey throughout life and my own light and perspective.
A story told in mystic and wonder. Young hearts lit up, the room was filled with joy, and dreams certainly came alive.
I'm the narrator. She's a sort of ageless, magical being who's been around forever and who puts the star through his paces. So a star has lost his light. Or I won't say any more than that for now, because they have to watch the show. But she tests him and his worthiness for his light.
All starts from rehearsals. We put through a mental and physical training. We have to be positive throughout the performance and the rehearsals. So it's a very tough process. People have to be positive because, you know, throughout the life you're always stressed out, and this is something you have to be positive throughout, making sure the audience enjoys you.
It'll take you away on a journey. I think in life and in South Africa particularly, we're really bogged down with a lot of stresses, a lot of challenges that, you know, you don't really find in other places. So this will take you out of reality and into a different place where you can experience a world that you might want to be part of. The costumes are beautiful. We've got beautiful, massive flowers everywhere, just as a start. But the acrobatic skill, the aerial skills of the artists involved are incredible. I think, you know, the first time everybody goes up in the air, the audience claps. It's really visually stunning and mesmerizing.
Sherry Lee reveals her favorite costume details, each piece a reflection of the story and spirit she brings to stage.
My character is the light for the star, and so I'm in gold, obviously, to shine as bright as the light would. The more shine, the better, because for us close by, you know, it looks not insignificant, but it's not as powerful. But when the lights hit the costumes and there's so much glitz and stones and everything on it shines so bright.
For Michael, Worlds Away is more than just a show. It's Carnival City's gift to families and Joburg's vibrant entertainment scene.
We always promote, you know, for families, you know, to meet. It also just creates, like, you know, lasting memories, you know, for the parents, you know, and for the kids. So, yeah, it's also one of our values, you know. It's like a family, you know, destination. Make sure that, you know, families come and they enjoy enjoy themselves. It's also like, you know, almost like, you know, approaching the long weekend. We're like a good destination whereby when people just need to come and relax, we've got places, you know, for the kids where they can come, you know, and play. We also have got, like, you know, places, you know, for the adults. If they say they just want to chill, you know, have some bit of cocktails, we've got some spaces. And also, we also got, like, you know, venues, you know, for, you know, events. If, let's say, we've got like a big top where it can, you know, we can cater for 5,000, you know, people. And this place also might cry, you know, for about 400, you know, people.
We hope families take away something special, a moment that they've shared together today, or any other show that they come to. Having a good time.
My favorite part of the show was when he broke free, like the main character broke free out of his struggles, because it shows that life can throw struggles at us, and with faith and prayer we can break our chains. As a kid, I used to believe in, like, fairies and stuff, but it really brings the inner kid in me since I'm a teenager now. So
it actually extended its expectations for me, because I learned that you can find your spark within, like, love and as yourself, and though the world will try and put you down, you can still get back up.
Backed by popular demand, Worlds Away, a journey to Circus Land, returns with even more spectacle, more heart and more enchantment than ever before. And the talented performers who soar, tumble and sparkle under the big top.
just over 2 decades in the music industry, he has become a beacon of inspiration in the gospel music scene. Having grown up in a musical family in a small town called Tabazana in the Eastern Cape, at an early age he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior and heeded the call to spread the gospel. Now, a multi-award-winning singer-songwriter, he has most certainly captivated gospel music lovers with albums such as The Calvary and The Overflow, Gwalagimi, earning multiple accolades, including the Summer Awards for Best Traditional Faith Music Album. You heard him before the break, and now he's actually joining me on stage as we get to talk to him and find out a little bit more about this man. It's Dumi Mkokstad. What an honor having you on Trendz Live.
No, I am laughing.
Why?
Because you just called Tabazana town. It's literally Emakaya.
Is it Emakaya? Well, you don't even,
like,
you don't strike me as the guy that comes from Emakaya.
Like, I'm from there.
Is it?
And then you guys just said it's a town. But I love that. Thank you for guys
Shout out.
putting my location, like putting it as a city or as a town. I love that.
I love that for you, and I love the fact that Umfana Wasamakaya is not doing big things in the city. I can't imagine it's been an easy journey, but how on earth have you stayed so relevant throughout all these years?
Yeah, so greetings to everyone in Makaya in the name of Jesus Christ. This is Dumi Mkokstad. So, firstly, I'm just grateful, my sister, unto the Lord. Like we just said now, I'm just a young boy who comes, well, I'm not young anymore. I come from Emakaya, but you know, my parents gave me Christ, and I believe Wuti Ayiko that has kept me more than Uche. So I've been through a lot. I left home at the age of 10, left my parents. Just last week, my mom was just saying, Wuti, she feels like we don't have the bond that she has with the other kids. And
because you left so young.
Yeah, because I left so young. I became very independent, like super young. So it's a bit difficult for me to give her that bond, especially now that I'm married.
Yeah.
So for me, honestly, you know, the path that Nkulunkulu set for me made me believe that me being born was really for his kingdom. My whole life has been about serving Nkulunkulu.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt, Wuti, because I've literally seen his hand over my life. I've seen him protect me from things that I was not even aware from. I've seen him drag me back from doing wrong stuff and coming and put
you in a different place now. Is that part of the reason why you probably minister as well?
Yeah, I think it's Nkulunkulu. He's just being so intentional in terms of making me the person that I am. My name also which means praise.
And I think what you said about your mom, the fact that maybe there is not that bond, but I know she's so proud of you because the rest of, you know, the world is so proud to see how much you've done, but through Nkulunkulu. But we're obviously celebrating Easter right now. How important do you think, you know, gospel music is during this type of period?
Very important, and I think this is one of the times where we are most busy as artists, especially as gospel artists. So, gospel, we call this gospel music, and the gospel music and the gospel itself, basically from the Bible also, the books that are called the gospel is Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John.
I really feel like I'm in church. You're taking me back. Okay.
So those books are just about Uche and him, his journey to the cross. So now doing a gospel music during Easter is perfect because that is what the gospel is about. We preach about Christ. That is why on my album, especially my last album, I always make sure to include a song about the cross. Because that's what Easter is about.
No, it's what Easter is about,
remembering So also on my albums, I always try and include a song that speaks about the cross because
that's very, very
on
true.
My latest album, there's a song that says so that is what the gospel is about. It's about Christ. It's about Ufa no Vuma.
You just said something really important now about your brand new album, you know, as we're tying it into obviously Easter, Good Friday, Tetlang, and so forth. What is the brand new album and when can we expect it? Oh, it's already out, right?
So the album is already out.
Yes.
It's titled Uchesu Nkosi. The song that I'm going to sing last is on that album. The one that I sang, Even Bilimnandi, is on my previous album.
It's on your previous album,
which is The Overflow. So I'm also in the process of recording my next project, which is a live recording at Carnival City.
When are you busy, hey, like, hey, do you ever rest?
So people ask me, because I'm on Spirit of Praise, people in Johannesburg specifically ask me, listen, we've been singing with Spirit of Praise. We've never had a Dumi Mkokstad event in Joburg. So I said, let me just do it for them.
And this is the Kingdom Mandate Revival Tour. You're talking about that specifically on the 3rd of May.
On the 3rd of May. And I'm also coming with my choir. I've just started a choir. It's called the Kingdom. It's the Kingdom Worshippers.
Yes, it's live TV. It happens.
It's the Kingdom Worshippers.
Yes.
So I'm recording with them, and it's a tour. So we're doing, for the first time, I'm revealing this information.
Oh yes, exclusive right here on Trendz Live.
We're doing Johannesburg. We're doing Cape Town. We're doing East London, and then we're doing Durban in December.
Wow, this tour sounds like it's going to be big and it's going to be amazing.
It is.
And it's going to be centered around the word of the gospel.
Just maybe it also happens, there's a chance that we might also go to the UK in October. So I'm just praying, we're praying, and I hope everyone will help me pray that
we will
also have Kingdom Mandate happening in the UK.
Please, everybody at home, pray for Dumi. Let's cross our fingers and let's make this all actually happen. Amen. But let's speak about the song that you are going to be performing that is from the brand new album. What is it called, and what was the process like making this track?
So I just went to studio and I was going to record this song. It was just 2 songs. The first song on the album, which is Magabongwe, and Eketemane, which is the song that I'm going to sing. And that was my plan, just to do an EP. We ended up doing an album because we had so many good songs that we thought would be amazing for the album. So it ended up, an EP ended up being an album. But also, like I said, it was also a road to Carnival City type of thing.
I see.
Where I wanted to have a song that's going to be out there, that we're going to say this is a song that will definitely
that's going to be the highlight of, you know, like opening us up to the new album. One thing about you, you're very, you know, meticulous in how you do things. But I have to ask, with the brand new album, because we spoke about, you know, your choir, that's probably also under your company, your recording company, but who else could we expect to hear on this new EP that's turned into an album?
So the EP has Utsobegile. She's an artist from, well, she's a known artist. She's a national artist in the country. People know her. So, and then on the recording, I have Once More. Also, this is information that I've never shared.
Oh, I love it for us.
on the recording, for everyone, I have Once More, I have Sindin Tombela, I have Bumi Msweni, I have Kollega. The Might Me. Okay, let me not say.
Yeah, let's not ruin it right now. Let's leave it right there. All we know is the fact that this year, big things are coming from you, Dumi. But you are not leaving as of yet, because you're going to be joining us a little bit later for your next performance. But I want to thank you so much for Skatsako and joining us on Trendz Live.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting my ministry. I appreciate you guys, and I love you all so much. You're speaking so fast.
I'm not speaking too fast. He's still staying with us, but for now, though, we take you deep into the heart of the bush at Fumani Game Lodge, where the magic of Africa comes alive. A traditional Boma dinner under the stars, the rich flavors of African cuisine, and the rhythm of cultural dances. Set against the crackle of fire and the call of the wild. I need you all right now to take a look as this one gets ready for his performance.
With the winter season just around the corner, we are drawn to warmer parts of South Africa, and what better province to visit than in Limpopo. So we wanted to have great conversation, hear the sounds of nature, and of course be surrounded by great company while enjoying traditional dance and entertainment. So we said, give us a boma, and Fumani said, say less. A night where time slows down, senses awaken, and Africa whispers her secrets through song and flame.
We're in the bush, it's in the evening, it's getting a bit chilly, it's winter. So what we offer is a boma dinner fire, where you can come with your family, come as a group, come with your friends, enjoy a boma fire dinner, traditional style, South African braai, and you get to enjoy some traditional dances, local traditional dances, and storytellers just doing the thing around the fire, as you can see in the background. With the traditional dances that we have, we are using local children that are studying in arts and performance, and we have 3 groups that we use, and all in the young age group. The proceedings can take to 1 hour 30 minutes up to 3 hours, depending on the range of entertainment and the type of entertainment that you would like. So we have your traditional dances and storytellers. The storytelling happens out under the stars, and this is stories that are narrated in Sepedi.
The experience comes with a generous spread of African cuisine. As we dined under the stars, the Setswana dancers took to the stage, their vibrant moves and powerful beats bringing the spirit of the land to life, right in front of our eyes.
While you're having your dinner, don't be surprised to see a nyala walking by or a zebra walking by. Just know that it's friendly, smile and wave, and enjoy your dinner.
And in this moment, performers and guests became one, sharing laughters, stories, and the joy of being part of something truly special.
And ke experience tse dilo tse dintsi go tsweng go bona gobane di event tse o tshwana le tsona tse ke di event tse ding ka motho from tlase go ya godimo gore ke monyetla gobane re kopana le mathata mantsi mo ditswaneng mo ile re like bana ba bantsi ba fela ntse ba etsa tse ba di etsang ka ntle so mmino o aha motho and ebile ke wa gape ke re ke le wena performance ya ka tsene kopaneng le yona e hudisang ebile sa tla mo hudisa gape so ke experience tse hape le go bona diphoofolo tse ke neng ke sa di itse ke di bona televisioneng so mara ke a leboga ka lona ba SABC gore like monyetlo le mfileng ona go shumise and ebile ke rata haholo ka hudisa gape.
There's a certain magic about this, where fine dining meets raw nature and traditional dances besides the fire, under a canopy of stars.
I told you guys, but with over 25 years in the game on his 13th album, we're so glad that God actually moved him away from studying accounting so that he can spread the gospel. Dumi Mkokstad is taking the stage once more right here on Trendz Live, and then we take a quick ad break, but don't move because there's still so much more in store. Enjoy. Trendz Life family, we've got another treat in store for you this morning. The South African film industry continues to make movies with rushing to the cinemas to watch. While the Dekonstruksie van Retta Blom will soon hit cinemas nationwide, it promises to be a riveting and thought-provoking love story about relationships and the human condition. Before chatting with the filmmakers, let's get a glimpse of the trailer.
Ja, Kate, dankie.
Dit gelyk asof hy plek hou vir 'n ander tas.
'n Vrousin.
Die lewe is grys, Retta Blom. Een groot, lang, vervelige grys gat.
Hoe gaan dinge in die slaapkamer?
Goed.
Sê dat jy julle huwelik 'n bietjie opspice.
Siri, add KY to my shopping list.
Ek gaan maak of ek nie dit gehoor het nie. Is dit vir jou, Poplap?
Relax. Vir champagne te patroon.
En wat het ons hier?
Dat is deconstructed avocado ritz oor.
Deconstructed soos in gebreek. Meer soos uitmekaar gehaal.
Jou wenkbrauwe lyk soos wolwurms.
Twee woorde. Selma. Lumos.
Hoe het ons op hierdie gesprek uitgespoel?
I'm already so ready to actually watch the movie. And after that, in studio, we're joined by director Pieter Grobelaar and actor Fransja Kotsia. Hey, I hope I've said it right because we spoke off air. But gentlemen, welcome to the show. And please, just tell us about making this film. Like, I'm so... Is it what?
You did very well.
Did I do very well? Oh, thank you. I love getting compliments on a Saturday morning. But listen, I'm just excited that you both are just here to talk us through the movie. But, you know, Pieter, let's start with you and get straight into it. Why do you feel like right now is opportune time to actually bring this movie to the South African cinemas?
Well, as you know, the world is unraveling around us at the moment. So we've got a movie here that steers away from politics and earthquakes and other natural disasters and go more internal. So this is a movie about the politics of the heart.
Hey, we know a lot about the politics of the heart.
It's hopefully a introspective experience, and we hope the audience will walk out of the cinema with hope.
I mean, that's how I felt watching the trailer. But Fransja, I'll come to you. You're one of the actors and main actors in the movie. Can you tell us a little bit more about your role and actually just the cast in this movie?
Well, as you could gather from the trailer, it's actually a girly movie. So I'm not one of the main characters. Well, I'm the main catalyst.
Yes, okay.
Where everything starts off with.
I see.
So, yeah, if my character wasn't there, this movie wouldn't have been.
So you see, then you are the main, like, you know, steady as they call you.
It's the main extra.
Yeah, okay, but that's what your role is. And this, the cast that you've worked with on the movie, like, how was that experience with everyone?
Oh, lovely people, lovely people. I mean, Antoinette is a professional, so is Hilda and Carmen. I mean, I just mentioned the three lead actresses as such.
Yeah.
And they were all on top of the ball every day, no issues. Fantastic to work with.
I see the smile on your face.
Yeah.
Pieter, I'm going to come to you. I mean, this is a book that's an adaptation of Zelda Bezatento's book. How do you feel like this, you know, film made sure that it kept the integrity of what the book was about?
Well, we handled all the issues in the book, loneliness, emotional distance, betrayal, trust and courage. And hope is a very big
theme around
in the book, yeah.
Yeah. But Fransja, you know, just given just the landscape of what's happening when it comes to just the film industry, why do you think that taking it to the cinema and being at the movies was the best place to tell this narrative?
I think because of the expanse of it, especially in the later part of the movie where they travel through the Platteland, the Karoo and all of those places, and the scenery will absolutely come to its right in the big screen. But also your intimacy scenes, and I think Peter and the team filmed it perfectly, will also be more, I don't want to say in your face, but subtle in your face at the same time on a bigger screen. And also, obviously, with the music and the sound effects, with that, it's always bigger on the big screen.
I see. And I mean, we do love going to the cinemas, honestly. But Peter, I mean, as being the director behind this, you've already spoken about a lot of the themes that tug at the heart for the story. But why was it important for you to jump onto a project like this?
Look, it's one of those books that, it was first Zelda Besaidnot's book that was adapted.
Yeah.
It was one of those books, a friend gave me the book to read, and it's one of those 350-page books that you don't put down before you finished it. You read it right through the day.
Yeah.
So the way the book was written, it was just already filmic, the way it was written. You could see the whole story, in front of you. I suppose everybody that reads a book sees the story in front of you, but for me, it just screams to be.
You were like, yes, I want to be a part of this.
To make this
I'm sure
movie.
Fransha felt the exact same way. But as somebody who also acted in it, like, what are the nuggets that you would take away from this movie and you hope that the audience also take away from the story?
There's always a second chance in life.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, and hope.
And hope, yeah. But Peter, I mean, the assumption could be this is an Afrikaans only, film, but how do we make sure that we're changing the face of Afrikaans filmmaking through it and draw various other, audiences?
Well, we didn't shy away from nudity and sex and the body. But I believe everything was done in good taste.
Tasteful, yeah.
Unlike many, although the last couple of years, Afrikaans movie had become very gutsy. So that's what we tried. To tell a real story, to be open to make it real. And a nice thing that Antoinette Lowe, the leading actress, said was that it's the first movie that she didn't go on a diet. Because she's playing this middle-aged woman, and she didn't mind people to see and not that she has many, but the little rolls of fat.
I see. Now, Fransha, essentially, I have somewhat asked you this question about, with many social platforms to showcase films, why, going to the cinemas is still like an ideal thing. Do you think there's still a future when it comes to that, even for like other types of, South African stories to be told?
I think it's becoming more and more difficult for the big screen to survive with the trends of social media and how youngsters perceive life.
Yeah,
subscription
platforms.
We grew up, if you're middle-aged, cinema was still your main entertainment as such. There was no YouTube or Instagram, all these things. And these days, the youngsters, they entertain themselves. I mean, I've got a young man at home, and he is having movie nights in his bedroom. Invites 3 people, and they watch on the computer movies the whole night, or they're having karaoke evenings in the house. So I think the way people, and especially young people, experience life is a lot different from how we've done it. So for the big screen to survive, I think it will be tremendous. But it's going to be difficult because the populace that we're catering for is changing with the times.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that answer.
Everything still looks better on the big screen. Even if you have a big screen in your sitting room or in your lounge.
Yeah.
I've seen this film so many times, but I'm telling you, when I saw it the first time on the big screen,
it was just a different
I was
feeling.
crying.
Also because you're with your family, there's a popcorn, it's a whole experience all together.
And we must really ask South Africans, please come back to the movies.
We will, but Fransha, I've got 2 more questions before I wrap things up. I want to just understand, when you said the second chances, how important is like rebuilding and like re-establishing yourself again? So why is that so important?
It's like waking up every day.
Okay, I love that. But gentlemen, as we wrap this up, let's just talk about, when can everybody see this film? Where is it coming out? Please give us all the details, because that's why you're here.
Okay, it opens on the 23rd of May which is around the corner.
Yes, a month from
And
now.
it'll be in Ster-Kinekor and New Metro Theatres. And there's a couple of private theatres like the Avalon in Grand West in Cape Town. And,
Okay.
and I think it's a Yellow Brick Road in Hermanus.
Sure, okay, so
The
23rd
Yellow
of
Road
May.
Cinema. Sorry, I might have that one
Oh,
wrong.
okay. No, that's fine. I think
sorry.
we'll definitely put all the details on our screen.
Yeah.
Make sure that people know about
it's
this
showing
movie.
in most of the provinces. Unfortunately, not in Northern
Yeah.
Cape and in Limpopo.
I see,
But even
Peter,
in,
so thank
and
you.
in,
Yes.
in Namibia.
So we'll make sure we share the details on social
Yeah.
media because unfortunately
Yeah.
we have to wrap it up. It is
Yeah.
a live show. But thank
Yeah.
you so much, gentlemen, for being here. This one seems like one to definitely see. And I'm going to see you on the big screen and make sure that everybody goes out and watches let me say it again. Let's say it all together. It is
Dekonstruksie
van Retta Blom. Let's
Retta
get it
Blom.
right. Retta Blom. Thank you both. And just like that, Trendz Life family, it is time for me to love and leave you. Even though, I'd love to spend all day with you. But lucky for us, we get to do it again next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. sharp, right here. Have yourself a wonderful further. Until next time, my name is Candy. Mwah. Stay sweet. Bye.